So I've been in the club ever since I was 13, up for the development, and when it turned in the academy I got offered a contract then. And then when I finally turned 16, we had an FA Youth Cup game on here against the stadium against Crewe, and before the game I got offered my scholarship, and then since then did a 2-year scholarship, and then at the end it unfortunately didn't work out, so I just had to get into coaching. It's very important to have a plan B, because if you're like only focusing on football and stuff and it doesn't end up work out, and you could become stuck and stuff. So I got lucky enough to get offered to coach within the club as well.
Well, Lewis was a scholar for the last 2 years, and it's something I'd done before at previous clubs. When I was at Preston North End, had lads who got through the programme, not got a pro, so I took them on board within the community, which at Preston worked with the community and the youth department. So that's got them on the pathway. So it's the same situation with Lou. He'd done really well for 2 years as off the pitch with me. Good attitude. It's a shame for his injuries, and I just felt that because the lad had put so much into it, that he deserves a chance to still be involved in football at a pro club.
So it was one of my last days at the club, and my coach at the time said, just as I was leaving, if you ever want to get into coaching, you feel free. We'd love to keep you around and stuff like that.
Within the 2-year programme they do the FA level 2, the FA coaching badge. So straight away I thought, obviously in Lewis's situation he's got the credentials there, he's got the badge. And again, I've always been help people who's been good lads, and we had a chat about it, and it's something he looked forward to doing. So then I got in touch with Ali, obviously the foundation lead, and it's just escalated from there really. Yeah, it's a success story on a different level really. Obviously in the end of the day they all want to be pro footballers, but not everybody makes that step, but still involved at a club who he supports in the capacity is good for him. And like I said, I've done it before, who lads now have gone on to coach at Liverpool, Burnley, so they've made a career in coaching. For me, giving them that first chance in a similar situation to Lewis, I saw something in them which I liked, and it gave them a career.
I think it's really important. Obviously Lou knows what it takes to get to that scholar level. Lou came in at a young 12-year-old and looking to get on start his footballing journey really. So Lewis really knows what it takes to get that scholarship at 16. So I think it's really important that he would bring him in and utilise his not only his footballing skills but also his wealth of knowledge that he's got in the game already. Most kids are visual learners, and to be able to have someone of Lou's ability level in the building to showcase what he can do as a young footballer, it can only work in the club's favour really with the little ones. It just shows you that you've got to have a plan B. Lewis was bright enough to utilise the resources of Finchley at the 18s, and for him to knock on the door of the academy and get himself in. And yeah, I think it's really important to have somebody like Lewis, because it shows that we're not just all about getting players on the pitch. Yes, that's number one priority for the scholars and as the coaching staff of the 18s, but to have a transition and a pathway for exit pathways for the players is massive. It'll probably take a little bit of pressure off them. Yes, they all want to be on the first team pitch, and that was Lou's aspirations as coming in at under 13s, but unfortunately there is a harsh reality that it's not always going to work out, and I think it is refreshing to see an exit pathway for an ex-scholar.
Just keep working hard on what you're doing, but always just have another plan in mind in case it doesn't work out.